Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of my YouTube channel. And in today's video, I'll be showing you guys how I went about doing my low taper fade. As you can see here, the last barber that barbed his hair couldn't get our previous pattern, so I'm gonna be showing you how I will get it done in this video. So this was how my client was looking before I started the haircut. Then I went on brushing everything down and starting my board lines. First thing you need to know is a board line determine how good your haircut is gonna look at the end, how good your result of the haircut is gonna be looking. So this is me trying my best to make everything clean, make everything smooth and nice, giving him a straight board line that will determine how my taper fade will look at the end of the video. So I make sure everything was going so fine and going so smooth before I went on to the back to do the neck taper. So I was brushing everything down and I started off with my trimmers, making sure I was not going into the hair so much, just a little bit of it. And also in this video, if you pay attention, I'll be telling you and sharing you more tips on what have helped me in my barbering life to where am I today. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and like this video so you don't miss out any of my new videos that I upload. And this is me and my clients when he was explaining. He was having a second mind about changing the pattern that we already planned, but we insisted on doing what we planned. So alright, in this video I'll also be telling you why you should post more on Instagram than posting more on TikTok. Why? Because Instagram gives you the kinds of audience that are there to judge you, are there to tell you what you did is right and what you did is wrong. The video that I posted on TikTok and you think that everybody likes, everybody is appreciating you, that wow, this is nice, this is good, this is super cool and this is looking so awesome, might be same video that people are criticizing on Instagram, that either you got lots of enhancements, lots of um or even a hairline that is not straight. So this is me trying to make sure I leave the fading so clean and make sure there's no more lines showing, using my trimmers, using my clippers to fade everything out and do the right detailing. This was how it was going, and I was done with the fading process already. So I'm just trying to keep everything detailed before I start lining up. First thing you know is you should have a good fading, a good blending before beginning your lineup, or else you're gonna end up with having a bad haircut. I was just taking my time, making sure everything was going so nice and cool, making sure I'm leaving no dots, making sure I'm leaving no lines, cause I got to clear everything and make it clean. I will say it again. Make sure you have a perfect fade before stepping into your lineup. A perfect fade first before stepping into your lineup. And this is me here trying to clean my clients because everything was all sweaty, and I wouldn't want to start a lineup without on a sweaty skin. I have to make everything dry before starting my hairline. So I had to give him an extra fan that will help him blow off the um sweat before I start my lineup. And this was how I was going. So when I was done, I had to apply my holding spray before I begin my lineup. Why I need the holding spray is to keep all the hair locked in, so I don't get distracted by stubborn hair. So this is me using my holding spray to make the hair locked in. If you are gonna ask me what kind of holding spray I use, I will tell you I'm using a butterfly shadow holding spray. Butterfly shadow holding spray. Butterfly shadow holding spray. That's the holding spray I'm using currently. And this was when I was done, and this was before I started the lineup, and I was so busy I couldn't video when I was lining it up. But this was how the haircut was looking after the lineup and when I applied our smile emoji. I was trying to make it clear so that you can see it so good. And this is me trying to brush everything down. So you see, I'm not using any enhancement for the light for the smile emoji. I'm just making sure everything is so natural. Natural cuts are so good. You might not even end up using enhancement. Just make sure you have a good haircut before applying enhancement. And this was how my client was looking, and you can see his facial reaction after I I applied my enhancement. And this is me using my blade stretching his skin out before I enhance my haircut with my enhance my line up with my blade. And this is me keeping everything clean. Make sure you keep it safe and so it doesn't injure your client, because blades are so sharp and fast to injure. So I'm trying to keep everything clean and make sure my hairline come out nice and good as expected. This is me taking my time to get the remaining hairs at the hairline. Make sure I detail it. Make sure I keep everything locked in. Once again, if you are new to my channel, don't forget to like this video and also subscribe, because I'll be posting more videos daily that will help you as an upcoming barber and help all of us too as upcoming barbers. Of course, I'm a barber already, so I'm just here to share experience of how I do my work, how I do my craft, cause knowledge is power. So this was how the haircut was now looking after everything, and I was having a conversation with my client, and this was how he was telling me that he needed all those hair out, and I should keep only the mustache and the goatee. So I was just detailing the edges of the C cup with my trimmers, as you can see over here, and trying to keep the beard smooth. So this is me trying to detail everything out, taking my time, and I went in with doing the beard. This was when I was scraping it all, making sure everything was smooth, and I'm making sure I leave no hair. So this was how I was going. I was taking my time, brushing it out. And for those of you asking what enhancements I use for my haircut, I will still tell you in this video that I don't use airbrush for my enhancements. I've been using that a while, but I noticed it all gets my haircut messy. Probably is because of the kind of airbrush I got, but I've got an airbrush over 2 times and it's still not what I needed. So I decided I would use the modern style of enhancement, which is the crusade dye that we all know. So this was when I was done with shaving it all, and I was now using my powder to apply on the bears, so I make it smooth the more. So this is me using my powder to rub it all over my client's face, and this is my smoothest trimmer. I picked it up and I started smoothing up the bears, because I won't want to leave no traces of any bears. Tell me what you think about this haircut. This haircut is not just a normal haircut, but bet me it's a transformation. Because when my client came in, he wasn't even looking good at all, and he haven't had a good haircut since he traveled, and now he's back to get a good haircut. And I'm here giving him what I got to offer. I'm still trying to keep everything smooth, keep everything nice, make sure I'm clearing up all the hairs down below the beds and above beds. This is me at the other side of the hair trying to keep everything nice. Oh, okay, and this was how my client was telling me how his hairline was got shift by the other barber, and I was like, oh, I don't know why other barbers do that, but for me, I would never give you push back your hairline if it's not a professional pushback. So this was how I was now looking, and I was still trying to keep everything smooth. And when I was done, I picked up my safe cut to make sure I spiced all the haircut and make sure I leave no traces of bumps, cause safety. matters a lot. You just have to make sure you keep your client safe from all the bacteria, all the germs. That's why I use safe cut after shave. So after my shave, I'm gonna just have to spray the, and this is me brushing the haircut when I was done, making sure there are no more mistakes, making sure I finished up the work, making sure everything is detailed, and you can see this was how he was looking. This was how my client was looking after the haircut. Trust me, this is beautiful. What do you think about this emoji?